And while Elon Musk's Twitter wants employees to return to office, some other companies also want remote working to end. But is remote working a good idea, or is a mix of working from office and home, a hybrid work model, better? These questions were unthought of before the COVID-19 pandemic struck. Now these discussions have become the norm. The reasons that are being given are usual for returning to work: efficiency, better opportunities to learn and network. But some in Gen Z disagree with that. In fact, they feel remote working is better when it comes to networking, for reaching out to colleagues, to flatten the hierarchy of the workplace. Our next report telling you why.
Some companies no longer want their employees to work from home. They are trying to lure employees back to the office, either through threats like Elon Musk's Twitter, or by talking about how working from the office is a better way to work. But not everyone is convinced. A new study from the King's College London says that many from Gen Z prefer working remotely. 45% of 16 to 24-year-olds said they find it easier to ask questions while working from home. Many say it's easier to volunteer for key tasks as well. Some even think that networking is easier online, though most agree that building connections is harder remotely. Around 1 in 5 actually think it's easier. Remote working might be breaking down traditional workplace barriers. For some, it could be easier to communicate with the boss via text or email than meet them in their cabins. A message could seem like a simpler way to connect rather than scheduling a meeting. So, in a way, remote working helps in flattening the workplace hierarchy. But let's be clear, this assessment changes as people get older. The research found a significant difference in how even 25 to 49-year-olds think, and a mere fraction of those above 50 believe anything is easier online. So, what's behind this difference in opinion? Is it because many younger workers don't know any better? After all, 16 to 24-year-olds may have just entered the workforce, some during the pandemic. They may have never worked in an office full-time, and they may not want to abide by office power structures. But could it also be because older employees are set in their ways? They've always done things in a certain manner and may not want to evolve. So what might happen when companies demand in-person attendance? The study says difficulties are on the horizon. A majority of workers would rather quit than follow a schedule they dislike. This study of about 2,000 Londoners explained why. With remote working, people can live in cheaper places and not have to worry about commuting costs. Someone who just entered the workforce with a meager salary may not want to spend it on traveling to the office. So if they think they learn and grow more by working remotely, and other than age, other factors could affect going back to the office as well. One study shows the effect of seniority. The Future Forum, a group created by the business communication company Slack, released their quarterly Pulse survey. The results say 40% of the executives in the US, UK, and some other nations want to go back to the office. Only about a quarter of the non-executives surveyed want to return. Bureau Report, WION. World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.